people are always going to remember the most recent one, with Jackson going crazy in the Rose Bowl. So I think that's the one right off the top of my head.
What do you remember from that environment?
I got hurt in that game, so I don't remember very much. But I remember, from my hospital bed cheering on my team and watching Jackson and Marv, have spectacular games, CJ having spectacular games. So I remember cheering loud.
After the injuries in your career, when you look back at it, does that help you just take in the moment a little bit now that you're playing every game senior year, that you know that this is something that you can't take for granted?
Yeah, of course. I think that's what, the injuries have done for me. I appreciate football. I think one of the people that appreciate it more than anyone, anytime I get to step on the field, whether it's practice, whether it's meetings, whether it's the game, I'm just so happy to be here. I thank God for being here, and I appreciate every moment because I know what it's like to have it taken away.
How often have you been passing that down to the underclassmen?
They probably get annoyed, but as much as I can, as much as I can.
What's different about Lathan Ransom in 2024 compared to Lathan Ransom in 2023?
That's a good question. I think just having, a year ago from here, I was watching the game and now I'm able to play. So that's my biggest difference. Obviously, I've grown as a player, I've grown as a person, but I just having the ability to play this year.
Stylistically, what do you think has been one of your biggest strengths as a safety this year?
I think just, being a veteran, my knowledge of the game has grown tremendously, and then just trying to be a leader. That's my biggest goal, to be a leader, to be someone that the defense can depend on and look for in big games like this. So that's what I'm excited to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it about damn time you're healthy for one of these bowl games?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, how much do you look forward to it? I mean, obviously you've had some seasons end on injury notes, and now you're here in the biggest of stages.
Yeah, man, I just thank God because, like you said, it's been frustrating. I've learned a lot, but I wouldn't change anything for it. And I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to play in this game, and I can't wait to see what God has in store for me.
You and Caleb, you both play safety, but you have different responsibilities. But how much do you push each other out there?
Yeah, that's my closest friend on my closest friend this year on the team, and we push each other in everything we do, whether it's meetings, practices, drills. We're always staying after, to get a little extra work in and compete. And like you said, my close friend, my biggest competitor, and like you said, we're always going out there, trying to outdo each other.
Are people sleeping on the Ohio State secondary?
I mean, I don't really pay attention to what people are saying about our secondary or not, but I think we're excited to go out there and for another big opportunity.
Denzel got picked on a little bit last time you guys played Oregon. He really has been playing lights out since. I mean, where do you think Denzel's mindset is right now?
I think Denzel's mindset is what it is like every other game. He's going in, locked in, excited for the moment, and I'm excited to see what he does.
What do you see out of Dylan Gabriel? I mean, you've gone against him once. He now has another half season of tape. I mean, when you get those cut-ups, I mean, what do you see out of the Oregon quarterback?
Yeah, he's a great quarterback, a real veteran who runs the show, and really knows how to extend plays, really accurate, doesn't turn the ball over very much. I think just an all-around great quarterback.
Tez Johnson obviously is a very dangerous weapon. He went for like 1,000,000 yards against Penn State. I mean, how do you contain a guy like Tez?
Yeah, I feel like all the receivers, are explosive and have the ability, to have big games like that. So I think the biggest thing is, just doing what our coaches say, doing our job, executing our technique, and that's our job.
I think the ups and downs of the season are going to help you guys out.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like, the adversity we faced, you learn a lot from wins and losses, and I think you learn more from losses. And we've learned so much about our team. We learned so much about each other, and like you said, I think this is going to help us, in tough games, in tough environments like this.
Does it feel a little more like a grind this year with the expanded playoffs?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, with the longer season, like Coach Day was talking about, this is when it gets hard, to stay locked in, to stay focused, and I think our team has done such a great job, staying focused, staying, with our goals and taking it game by game, day by day. And yeah, I mean, there's obviously, when the season gets longer, there's a lot of things that change, a lot of things that get harder, but we're just excited to be here and blessed to be in the Rose Bowl. I think we're just happy to be here in the playoffs and to play the Rose Bowl, whether it was Oregon or whoever else we had to play. But no, we're excited to play Oregon. We're excited to play their offense, and can't wait to play. Thank you.
Is it an advantage or disadvantage to face a team a second time in the season, especially like a conference foe?
Yeah, Yeah, you know, that's a great question. I feel like, obviously, you know, since we've seen them already, we might have learned a couple things, but, you know, teams change so much, and whether you're playing them for the first time or the second time, you know, you have an idea of, you know, what they did last time, but they're going to change so much. They've had a lot of weeks to, you know, prepare for us, so it's like playing them again for the first time. Yeah, I feel like just, you know, not making the game bigger than it is. At the end of the day, it's another game that, you know, we got shot on and playing. And at Ohio State, every game is almost like a championship game because you can't lose at Ohio State. So, you know, not making the game bigger than it is, even though it's a different environment. You got festivities and stuff going on, but, you know, we're excited playing the Rose Bowl, man, and we're excited for the moment. No, yeah, I would say, you know, I wouldn't say it means more to me. I would say that it means, you know, a big game in the Rose Bowl against another great opponent. And it happens to be Oregon, and we're excited for the opportunity to, you know, to play another great team. Yeah, man, we're not, I mean, me personally, and I think the message to the other team is we're not really focused on the festivities, we're more focused on the game, man. It's another playoff game and, you know, biggest game of the season.
No Disney, no Beef Bowl. Does it allow you to focus more on the game without having some of that?
Most definitely. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Derek, you've been asked about the injury the last couple of Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I've definitely been asked a couple times about it, but I mean, that's part of it. But yeah, like you said, I think I'm taking it all in because you know, last time I was here, it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but I wanted to change it for a thing, and you know, I'm excited to be here, get another crack at it, and I had a lot of family at that last game that didn't get to see me finish the game, so having a lot of family at this game, man, I'm just so blessed and excited for them to watch me play.